Manchester City's first test of the new campaign will come in the Community Shield on Sunday, against Arsenal, and it may offer a glimpse of whether the gap has narrowed between last season's Premier League top two. Arsenal will certainly hope to have got closer to the treble winners following their significant summer outlay, headlined by the £105 million arrival of Declan Rice from West Ham. The Gunners have also brought Kai Havertz and Jurrien Timber through the door for £65 million and £40 million, as Mikel Arteta seeks to build on an impressive season, with Chelsea, Liverpool and Manchester United having also spent heavily. Mateo Kovacic and Josko Gvardiol are the notable arrivals at City, while club captain Ilkay Gundogan and Riyad Mahrez significant outgoings. As the days count down to the new season, MailSport looks at whether the treble winners need to act or are well placed for further success. Will the loss of big stars hurt City? Man City will no doubt feel the loss of Gundogan and Mahrez, who have both been central figures in their success since joining the club. Pep Guardiola insisted he wanted both to remain at the club this season, and the City boss should be taken at face value. However, with Gundogan and Mahrez both at the age of 32, Man City are likely to have got the best years out of the pair. After all, City were only willing to offer Gundogan a one-year contract extension, while the £30 million offered for Mahrez by Al Ahly may simply have been too good an offer to refuse. The loss of club captain Gundogan will be felt, though, from both a leadership perspective as well as the midfielder's knack of rising to an occasion. Gundogan scored several key goals in the title run-in, while his brace against Man United saw City lift the FA Cup at Wembley. His contribution to the treble win is borne out by the stats. Gundogan made 51 appearances in all competitions, contributing 11 goals and 7 assists. He also started 12 of their 13 matches in their Champions League winning run. Mahrez's influence in Europe was limited last season, making just 3 appearances in the knockout stage, but only Erling Haaland and Julian Alvarez scored more than the Algerians' 15 goals for City in all competitions, while 7 of his strikes came in domestic cups, including an FA Cup semi-final hat-trick against Sheffield United. Mahrez had been a regular goalscorer during his time at the club. In total, City are losing 2 players who scored 26 goals last season. Guardiola may also be faced with losing 2 other stars in Kyle Walker and Bernardo Silva, despite wanting them to stay. Walker is being pursued by Bayern Munich despite City offering him a new contract, while Silva has long been linked with a move away. New signings on the horizon? In Kovacic, City will feel they have found the ideal man to slot into the role vacated by Gundogan. The £25 million summer signing from Chelsea has been viewed by Guardiola as somebody capable of operating as either a number 6 or an 8 a little further forward. The Croatian has already demonstrated his technical ability in the Premier League, and his preseason showings suggest he will fit seamlessly into the system. Kovacic has also spoken fondly of his international teammate Gvardiol, with the defender City's major summer signing after he was confirmed on Saturday morning. Josko has great potential, Kovacic said. He can come here and learn and be the best version of himself. He's already played a lot of big games. He is ready for this step. I think it's a good time to join City. They are on a great run, a very confident team and a team you can learn from. They have possibly the best manager in history, so I came here to join a great group and to try to learn. The arrival of Gvardiol could allow Aymeric Laporte to leave, but the Croatian would add further depth to City's defense. His signing could mean Nathan Ake continues to operate from left back, as well as allowing John Stones to operate in his hybrid role in defense and midfield. Rico Lewis' emergence in the City first team setup, which is set to be rewarded by a fresh 6-year contract, could also ease the potential loss of Walker should he depart for the Bundesliga. Mahrez's unexpected move to Saudi Arabia has, however, left Man City looking light in attacking options on the right wing. Guardiola appeared to suggest the treble winners may need to enter the transfer market in this position over the next month. The market is open until the end of August, Guardiola said. I think a few things, or many things, are going to happen. We will see if we need wingers or inside players. We will see what happens with loan players, which players stay or not. Crystal Palace's Michael Olise has been touted as a potential option, with the 21-year-old coming off an impressive season at Selhurst Park. The Eagles will be determined to keep the Frenchman after losing Wilfried Zaha this summer. Olise is also expected to miss the start of the season after suffering a grade 3 hamstring tear during the Under-21 European Championships with France. Rennes winger Jeremy Doku has also reportedly been added to City's shortlist. While the lack of major arrivals may be reason to sound the alarm at other clubs, history shows City have tended to only make 2 big signings per summer. Last season's 4 major signings of Haaland, Calvin Phillips, Sergio Gomez and Manuel Akanji appeared an outlier. Jack Grealish was City's only notable first first-team signing the previous year, with Alvarez immediately returning to River Plate on loan. Ferran Torres, Ake and Diaz arrived in the 2020-21 summer window, while Rodri and Cancelo were the only two big additions for the start of the 2019-20 campaign. Flexibility of Phil Foden and Bernardo Silva. Guardiola is still in the blessed position to be able to call upon both Phil Foden and Bernardo Silva, with the pair offering him options in multiple roles. The Spaniard has been planning to move Foden into a midfield role, with the England international having proved influential in central areas in the latter stages of last season. Foden has lined up behind Haaland so far in preseason, but the sale of Mahrez may force Guardiola to continue to use him from wide areas. While he continues to be linked away from the club, Silva's ability to operate from both central and wide positions looks even more crucial. Silva, notably, was preferred to Mahrez on the right during City's run to the Champions League. The Portuguese star played the final 6 matches of the flank, playing every minute of the knockout stage. Should Silva ultimately leave, with Barcelona, PSG and a move to Saudi Arabia all having been mentioned, City would surely be forced to act in the transfer market. Will City's youngsters make the step up? The treble winners' bench has looked light during their preseason tour of Asia, which has included wins over Yokohama F. Marinos and Bayern Munich, as well as a 2-1 defeat against Atletico Madrid. Several City youngsters will hope to have seized the chance to force their way into Guardiola's plans, likely as rotation options during the season. Lewis proved the latest academy product to force their way into the first-team setup last season, and the likes of Maximo Perroni, Oscar Bob, Cole Palmer and James McAtee will hope to follow. McAtee, who scored in City's 2-1 win over Bayern, has admitted he is unsure whether he will be involved this season or head out on loan. The England under-21 international played 43 games last season to help Sheffield United secure promotion to the top flight. "I'm grateful to Sheffield United for giving me my chance, but this is my childhood dream to play for Manchester City," McAtee said. "That's the goal. We'll see. I think that's the plan, to stay. But I'm not too sure." While McAtee admits he faces a challenge of breaking into the heart of City's midfield, Bob and Palmer could be involved in the wide positions. Brighton have been interested in Palmer, but sticking around at Man City could lead to opportunities should new faces not arrive by the end of August. Bob has yet to make his City debut, but showed flashes of his talent when given the chance in preseason. The Norwegian was shortlisted for Premier League 2 Player of the Season last year, after providing 17 assists in 25 matches. He also was named Man City's Elite Development Squad Player of the Season for a second successive year.